Hello everyone. In this video lecture, I am going to discuss how LED blinking can be done with the Arduino board and how LCD can be interfaced with the Arduino board and how you can display characters on the LCD. Okay, so let us start with the topics which I am going to cover in this video lecture. First one is the hardware and software requirement, LED and LCD working principle, which is used very important to know how it works actually. LED and LCD connection with the Arduino board, Arduino code for LED, Arduino code for LCD, and two different Proteus simulation, one for LED and one for LCD. And the final one is the hardware implementation video, how LED blinking can be done. One video I have added, another video of displaying some character on LCD that I have also added. Okay, so let us start first with the hardware and software requirement. So we require Arduino Uno board, LEDs. So first I am explaining how LEDs can be interfaced, LED blinking with the Arduino. Okay, so Arduino board is required, Arduino Uno board I have used, LEDs, 4 LEDs I have used. In simulation I have used 8 LEDs, but in actual hardware implementation I have used 4 LEDs. Then LCD also you require, then jumper wire, okay, USB cable you also require, software, Proteus you require for simulation, LED blinking in the Proteus, and Arduino IDE tool for writing the Arduino code. Okay, so first one is a light emitting diode. It is similar to the normal diode, but how it emits the light. Okay, so this is the LED and this is a symbol of LED. Anode and cathode, two leads are there. The bigger one is anode lead. If you purchase LED from the market, you will find this kind of LED. Okay, so bigger lead is a anode and smaller lead is a cathode. And this is a symbol. Okay, so arrow is there. Okay, in the only normal PN junction diode, arrow is not there. Okay, so it is a basically two-lead semiconductor. It is a special type of diode, and they have similar electric characteristics as like PN junction diode. Okay, so basically LED works in forward bias mode, and in the reverse bias mode it will not work. Okay, in the reverse bias no current will flow, LED will not blink or not turn on. Okay, LED construction. So basically LED consists of 3 layers. P-type region is there, N-type region is there, and between P-type region and N-type region, one active region is sandwiched. Okay, the LED is usually formed by special material like a gallium arsenide phosphide, and gallium phosphide. Okay, different materials are used. And the materials used for construction of LED depends on which kind of color you want. Okay, so this different material will give the different color. Okay, now we can see here P-type semiconductor is merged with the N-type semiconductor. Okay, now recombination of electron or holes will be happening in the P-type region. You know, because electrons from N region will migrate from N region to P region if we apply certain electron force, external battery if we connect. And the P region recombination of holes and electron will be done. Okay, so P region is placed above the N region. Okay, when forward voltage is applied, like a PN junction, normal PN junction diode, the electrons start diffusing in the P region. Okay, because of what? Because of the repulsion from the repulsive force from the external battery. Okay, some electron move from conduction band to the valence band in order to combine with the holes. Okay, conduction band is at higher energy level and valence band is at lower energy level. So when this recombination happens, some electron will move from conduction band to the valence band. Okay, so when it will move from conduction band to the valence band, it will release some energy. Okay, and that released energy will be converted in terms of light by means of this kind of special material, that is gallium arsenide and gallium arsenide phosphide, because this material is having capability to convert that radiation in terms of light. So this is a working principle of LED. Now moving toward the Proteus simulation. Okay, so how in Proteus you can connect the LEDs and you can turn on and turn off the LEDs. So as I mentioned, I have used 8 LEDs for Proteus simulation, and those 8 LEDs are connected with the data pins D0 to D7. Okay, I have used red and blue LED alternatively. You can see here D7 is connected with the red LED, D6 is connected with the blue LED, D5 is connected with the red LED, and so on. And all LEDs anodes are connected with the digital pins of the Arduino, and all cathodes are connected with the ground. So circuit is completed. Okay, now first let us understand the Arduino code. Okay, and then we will see the Proteus simulation. So here you can see this Arduino IDE sketch. I have written one program. Okay, so initially void setup where we will define which pin will be working as an input and output pin. So here I have taken one for loop. integer I is defined. In for loop, that I is running from 0 to 7. You can see I is equal to 0, I less than 8, I plus plus. That is an increment. I will start from 0 and will go up to 7. So I will take value from 0 to 7. And in that for loop bracket, I have written a function pin mode, which is basically used to define that whether this pin is working as an input pin or output pin. Pin mode, comma I, in pin mode in bracket I, comma output. So every pin will be considered as an output pin. So first I will be 0, so 0 will be output pin, then it will be incremented by 1, so 1 will come, 1 will become also output, 2 will also become output, 7 will become also output. So 0 to 7 pin, that is a data pin, will become the output pin. Okay, so for loop completed, and this void setup is also completed by this curly bracket. Okay, closing bracket. Next one is a void loops, and void loop we will write our main program. So in the loop, what I have written, port D. Port D means what? It will take D0 to D7. So in D0 to D7, what I have written, 0xAA. AA is a hex value. A is a hex value of 10. That is 1010. So what will happen? 10101010. So 4 LED will become on and 4 LED will become off. Okay, then delay of 1 second is given. Then port D is equal to 0, 5, 0x55. Now, what is the x value of what is the binary value of 5? So binary value of 5 is 0101. So now what will be written? 01010101. Initially it was written 10101010. Now after 1 second, 01010101 will be written on that pin. So what will have become? The LED which were on, that will become off. LED which were off, that will become on. Okay, then again 1 second delay is given and loop is completed. Okay, I have already compiled this code, so, which has been successfully compiled, and I have copied this hex file. Okay, now let us move towards the Proteus simulation of LED. So you can see this is a Proteus simulation of LED. Okay, what we have to do, we have to double click on the board and we have to paste that path, which I have already done. Okay, copied hex file path. Okay, now you can see different LEDs are connected. 8 LEDs are connected with the D0 to D7 pin. Okay, now if I will start the simulation, you can see red LEDs are turned on. Now blue LEDs are turned on. Again, red LED will be turned on. So alternatively, red and blue LED will turn on after every 1 second. So this is a LED blinking. So you can see here it is perfectly running on this simulation. Okay, so our code is correct. Okay, now let us see the LED application and then we will see the actual hardware implementation video. So these are the application of LED. There are countless application of LED. Some of them I have covered in motor vehicles and bicycle lights. It is used. Okay, in traffic control indicators, for signs and signal it is used. For data displaying board it is used. In medical applications and toys, non-visual applications, in light bulbs. Nowadays LED bulbs are there. In many more, and remote control it is also used. So there are number of application of LEDs. Now let us see the actual hardware implementation video. So first let us see which are the components required. So this is Arduino Uno board. Then that cable is required, USB cable. Then 4 LEDs I have used, jumper wires and breadboards. So these are the components which I have used for for LED blinking using Arduino board. Now this is a complete setup. I have already loaded the program in Arduino board. You can see alternatively 2 LEDs are turned on and 2 LEDs are turned off. There is a 1 second delay. You can increase the delay in the code by your own convenience. Okay, so this is how LED blinking can be done with the Arduino board. Now let us move towards the LCD. LCD is a liquid crystal display. Okay, so liquid crystal display is a flat display screen which is used in variety of electronic devices like laptops, TV, cell phones and portable video games. Okay, as the name suggests, it consists of 2 types of material, liquid material as well as it is having some property of the solid also. Okay, these LCDs are very thin display and it consumes very less power as compared to the LEDs. If you want to display some character using LEDs, like you want to display hello using LED, you require number of LEDs and that will consume more power. So the LCD is a replacement of this. It is a solution of LEDs. And LCD you can display the hello within by means of very low power consumption. And this is a construction of LCD. What it consists of? It consists of liquid crystal, thin layer of liquid crystal which is sandwiched between 2 transparent glasses. You can see these are the transparent glass shape, and two transparent electrodes are also there. Okay, and based on this layer, two polarizer are there, which is used to deflect the crystal. Okay, lights of the crystal. Okay, now let us see how LCD work. Okay, so the basic principle of LCD is what? Passing a light from one layer to the other layer. Okay, with the use of the modules, that is a liquid crystal module. The module vibrate if we give external supply. Okay, the module vibrate and align their position at 90 degrees. So that crystal will change their position, which allows the polarized sheet. You can see there are two polarized sheet to pass the light through it. The molecules are responsible for showing the data on the each pixel. Each pixel uses the light absorbing method to show the digit. Okay, now how the value will be displayed. Okay, so when we give the external supply, if we want to display some value, molecules need to change their position to change the angle of the light. Okay, so the deflection of light will make the human eye see the light of remaining part, which make the dark part as a value. So what will be happening? The character which I want to display, okay, that will be deflected. Okay, so remaining part will become lighter and some part will become dark. And that dark part is nothing but the value which we want to display on the LED. Okay, these are the nothing but the value on digit which we want to display. Basically, it consists of grids of the pixel. So this is how LCD works. Now, the LCD which is commonly used, that is a 16 cross 2 LCD. You can see the image of 16 cross 2 LCD. 16 cross 2 means what? It is having 16 columns which are numbered from 0 to 15 and 2 rows which are numbered from 0 to 1. Okay, and which is widely used in circuits and projects. 16 cross 2 LCD displays 16 characters per line in 2 rows. Okay, so basically it consists of it is used to display 32 characters. In this LCD, each character is displayed by 5 cross 7 matrix. So suppose this is first matrix, okay, which consists of 5 and 7, 5 cross 7 pixels. That is a 35 pixel it consists of. Okay. Now 16 cross 2 LCD pin configuration. Okay, so how we on which pin, if we want to interface the LCD with the Arduino, okay, on which pin we have to connect the supply, ground, okay, which pin we have to connect the data pins. Okay, so first pin is a VSS. Here you can see starting from left side. So it is a ground pin. Okay, second one is a VDD. Okay, this is basically used to give the supply to 16 cross 2 LCD. Then control pins are there, which are 3, 4, 5, 6. 3 number pin, VE pin. Okay, what will happen if you will not connect anything over here? Maximum intensity will be displayed on the light. So on the screen. So nothing will be displayed. Okay, because intensity of that LCD will be full. So you have to control the intensity of the LCD. Okay, by means of variable register. So you have to connect the variable register or potentiometer at pin number 3. RS pin is a register select. Okay, select the command register when low and data register when high. So it is used for if you want to display, if you want to give some command, if you want to display the data on the LCD. Read write. Okay, if you want to write something on LCD, that pin should be low. If you want to read that pin from the LCD, that pin should be high. Enable pin. Enable pin will help to transfer the instruction from data pins and another command pin from Arduino to the LCD. It has a permission to internal register. And then data pins are there, which is from 7 to 14 number pin. Basically, these 8 pins are used to sending the commands or data to the LCD. Okay, now you can display data on LCD in 2 ways. Okay, 4-wire mode and 8-wire mode. I have used 4-wire mode. In 4-wire mode, I can use the data pin D4, D5, D6, D7. In 8-wire mode, we have to use D0 to D7 pin of the LCD. And those are connected with the microcontroller or Arduino board. Then 15 and 16 number is very important. Okay, in 15 number 6 we have to connect the plus 5 volt. Okay, this is a positive terminal of backlight of LED. Otherwise, LED will nothing will be displayed on that. Okay, and with 16 pin we have to connect the ground. Okay, so these are supply pins which turn on all the LEDs. Okay, of this LCD. And third number pin is basically used to control the intensity of the LCD. Now let us see the interfacing of 16 cross 2 LCD with the Arduino. Okay, here you can see this is a Proteus simulation. VSS is connected with the ground, VDD is connected with the supply. Here in simulation I have not connected anything. Okay, RS is connected with the 12 number pin and RW is grounded and enable is connected with the 11 number pin. And D4, D5, D6 and D7 are connected with the 5, 4, 3, 2 data pins of Arduino board respectively. Okay. So now first see the Arduino code for LCD interfacing with the Arduino board, and we will see the Proteus simulation then after. Okay, so this you can see the Arduino IDE sketch. Okay, this is Arduino code for interfacing of 16x2 LCD with the Arduino board. Okay, first thing you have to include this library liquidcrystal.h hashtag include this library because all the function related to that LCD will be called. If you will not use this library, all function related to the LCD will not work. Okay, now what we have to do, we have to set the pin of Arduino board, which pin are going to connect with the LCD. So this LCD crystal slash space LCD in bracket what I have written 12 comma 11. So 12 is what? First one was RS. So RS is connected with the 12 number pin, and second one is the enable one. Okay, so enable is connected with the 11 number pin, and then after these are D4, D5, D6 and D7, which is connected with the 5, 4, 3 and 2 number pin of the Arduino board. Then void setup. So this is the first command you have to write if you want to interface LCD with the Arduino. This is the first command LCD.begin in bracket 16 comma 2. So it sets the dimension which kind of LCD you are going to use. So we have I have used the 16 LCD with 16 column and 2 rows. Now main program in void loop LCD.set cursor 3 comma 0. Okay, as I told you, it consists of 16 columns which are numbered from 0. So from where, which position I want to display the character. Okay, so this set the cursor at this 3 comma 0 means what? 0 row, that is the first row, and third column, that is the fourth column. So what it will printed from this position? So LCD.print in bracket welcome to. Okay, then again LCD.set cursor 5 comma 1. Okay, so 1 means what? Now next row is selected and column is 5. Okay, or from that position it will display LGIET. Okay, and again delay is given of 2000 millisecond, that is 2 seconds. Okay, I have already successfully compiled this program and I have copied this hex path. Now moving towards the Proteus simulation. So this is a design template of Proteus where you can see the LCD's interface with the Arduino board. Okay, you have to double click on the Arduino board and you have to paste the copied path in program file over here, and you have to click on OK, which I have already done. Now I am running the simulation. You can see LCD is turned on and what is displayed? Welcome to LGIT is displayed on the LCD. So we can see our program is successfully running in the simulation. So we can now implement that program on the Arduino board. Okay, so first let us see the application of LCD and then we will see actual hardware implementation video. So these are the application of LCDs. Okay, there are many applications, few of them I have covered. It is used in digital watches, smart watches for displaying the time, for displaying images used in digital cameras. Digital camera LCD is used, mobile phone LCD is used, in instrumental panel. Okay, in the lab instrument LCDs are used as a display screen in the calculator, in television, computer monitor, mobile screens. It is also used in video players. Now let us see the hardware implementation video. So let us first see which are the components which I have used. So first one is the Arduino IDE board. Then this is the cable for uploading the video, and this is a 16x2 LCD. Okay, which are starting from 1 to 16. One cable is also there for uploading the code, jumper wire, and Arduino breadboard. Okay, so LCD is installed on the breadboard. Okay, this is a connection you can see. Connection of Arduino board with the LCD by means of jumpers, and you can see what is printed on that. Welcome to LGIT is printed, and here you can see this is a potentiometer which I have connected with the 3 number pin to control the intensity of the LCD. Okay, and if now I will reset, okay, the Arduino board, so again you can see what is displayed. Welcome to LGIT. Okay, so this is the interfacing of LCD 16x LCD to the Arduino board. So this is all about for this video lecture. In this video lecture, I have explained what is LED, what is LCD, how LED and LCD can be interfaced with the Arduino board. Hope you enjoyed the video. See you soon in the next video. Thank you for watching.